Hello, everyone. I'm Mingyong Cheng, a PhD student from University of California, San Diego. And I'm glad to be here and present my research on the fusion of traditional Chinese landscape painting and digital media art. The term shanshui, a classic motif in Chinese art, represents a genre of traditional Chinese painting that encompasses natural landscapes, often highlighting mountainous and aquatic scenery. This artistic form is not merely a reflection of China's rich aesthetic lineage, but also a profound manifestation of its philosophical and spiritual fabric. Ancient masters infused their paintings with a profound interaction between spirit and matter, seeking to harmonize ink with nature's vitality. These initiatives contrast sharply with the innovative explorations into digital shanshui artworks by contemporary media artists and the efforts of various museums and media collectives. By using digital image composition, animation, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and data visualization and interactive installations, these innovators reinterpret shanshui aesthetics and reflect contemporary ecological and physiological discourses. And this study explores the intersection of tradition and modernity, illustrating how shanshui has been reinvented through digital media. It addresses critical questions about the evolution of cultural heritage, the boundaries of artistic innovation, and the transformative role of technology in art. And this presentation will showcase 4 key features complemented by example artworks. Digital media's inclusion into traditional shanshui has ushered in a transformative visual engagement, steering viewers from the scattered perspective characteristic of classic Chinese art to novel digitally mediated perspectives. This section synchronized 2 distinct digital reinterpretations of historical Chinese landscape paintings using advanced technologies such as 3D animation and VR, redefining the conventional sensory and spatial experience of shanshui. So the first example here, the 3D experience at Huaqiang Fayetteville theme park, flying through the wasteland, elevates the transition from the traditional scattered perspective to focused perspective view. As the audience embarks on a predestinated flight path, they are enveloped in a narrative that unfolds seamlessly around them. Following a serial occurrence, viewers glide through a digitally reimagined landscape inspired by Wang Ximeng's A Thousand of Leaves and Rivers and Mountains. The journey commences in the imperial palace of Emperor Huizong of Song and soars into the expansive vista of the northern Song dynasty. The meticulously designed with historical context with the majestic beauty of mountains and rivers, resulting in a coherent visual narrative. This digital immersion orchestras a curated exploration, guiding viewers on an intimate journey that enhances the story-driven experience of the Song dynasty's splendor. In traveling around the Fuchun River, another VR artwork using VR technology allows audience to explore dwelling in the Fuchun Mountains, a famous traditional Chinese landscape painting by Huang Gongwang from Yuan dynasties, with a moving viewpoint perspective. Unlike the fixed trajectory in the 3D animation, this VR experience gives the audience autonomy to look around freely in a full 360-degree space, thus recreating multiple viewpoints and offering a non-linear narrative experience of traditional shanshui. The integration of eye tracker technology personalizes this experience, as the viewer's gaze directs the unfolding scenes in harmony with the Guqin's rhythm. A unique redrawing of the landscape emerges, making each encounter with the painting an individual narrative. This shift pays homage to the original scatter perspective and introduces a contemporary digital layer, allowing for personal and exploratory interaction with painting. By examining these cases, we see that digital reinterpretation employing 3D experiences and interactive VR have transformed the traditional shanshui viewing experience. This transformation reveals a spectrum of engagement, from directed narrative-driven journey of 3D animation to the exploratory freedom provided by VR technologies. These mediums modify visual engagement with shanshui and redefine its spatial and narrative dimension, blurring the line between observer and participant. The evolution of digital art has ushered in an era of transcultural synthesis, erasing geographical and aesthetics boundaries. We delve into Shanshui artworks that showcase a fusion of styles and philosophies across culture, articulated through digital media that enables seamlessly integration of diverse artistic expression. We explore two distinct facets of this phenomenon: aesthetic fusion, intertwining Eastern and Western artistic styles, and a geological fusion, blending Shanshui philosophy with the Western urban experience. The VR experience, called traveling around the Fuchun River we mentioned in the previous section, incorporates real-time AI style transfer technology, infusing the textures and tones of Western Impressionism into traditional Shanshui. It becomes a live painting where enduring structures of Eastern art dynamically meld with the fluid aesthetics of the West. This transformative process, echoing historical fusion by artists like Zhang Daqian, is now enhanced by the immediacy and interactivity of digital technology. Viewers are active participants navigating a transcultural landscape, reshaped by their movement, perspectives, and aesthetic preferences. Wang Yi and Zhang Jun's displaced landscapes takes aesthetic fusion to a new dimension. The serene vistas of Chinese Shanshui are transposed onto a gritty backdrop of a cyberpunk metropolis, creating an immersive 3D experience that melds the altitude of the East with the vibrant chaos of the West. This digital canvas becomes an expansive realm where the ancient, ancient and ultra-modern coexist, challenging the viewer to find balance via contrasting visual narratives. Displaced landscapes exemplifies the creative potential of transcultural dialogue in art, utilizing digital space to blend, reinvent, and reimagine cultural identities and expressions. Wei Lishi's Shanshui in the world exemplifies transcultural creation using digital media to transmute Manhattan steels and concrete into the silk and ink of traditional Chinese landscapes. Through an algorithmic process, Shi maps urban geographical data of skyscraper onto rolling hills and flowing rivers of Shanshui, crafting transformative images that redefine the New York skylines with ancient tranquilities. Shi's digital landscapes mirror the interplay between modern urban fabric and timeless philosophical ideas of Shanshui, promoting reflection on our urban existence and the innate human longing for nature's serenity. The transcultural synthesis in this artwork underscores the expansive potential of digital media to reinterpret traditional Shanshui. These works exemplify merging cultural aesthetics, forging a path for Shanshui in a digital era that respects its heritage while embracing a global narrative. As we conclude this exploration of transcultural creation, we prepare to delve into how such fusion connect disparate cultures and allow a conversation between different times. Shanshui painting, traditionally a reflection of nature's serenity, finds new renaissance in the digital age, exploring the dynamic interaction between past and present. Contemporary artists, through new media technology, reinvention the ancient art form, infusing it with current ecological and societal narratives. Liao Lu's work, New Landscape Series, comments on the dichotomy of growth and preservation, framing urbanization with the peaceful aesthetics of traditional Shanshui. His photographs, digitally transformed and composited, reimagine construction sites as a serene landscape, infusing imageries with metaphor and memory. Significantly, the character Chai means demolish in English is stamped on a wall, starkly symbolizing the ongoing removal of familiar structures and spaces. Yao's works capture the juxtaposition of development and destruction, inviting deeper contemplation of the balance between modern development and the preservation of both the natural world and human heritage. Yang Yongliang's Artificial Wonderland series delves into urban expansions and ecological disturbance, digitally composing sprawling cityscapes into image reminiscent of traditional Shanshui. Yet, if you look closer of this piece, they reveal a dystopia vision of the development. Yang's video recording of urban cities creates shanshui compositions that draw attention to the impact of human progress on natural environments, continuing the dialogue initiated by Yao Lu with a critical perspective on urbanization cost. Cao Yuxi's The Wastelands reflect on environmental stewardship by merging classical shanshui with contemporary ecological concerns. By digitally transforming 1,000 li of rivers and mountains, Cao visually communicates the distortion inflicted upon natural landscape by Beijing's air pollution. The painting's alteration in response to the fluctuating PM2.5 levels, highlighting the tangible impact of modern pollution on historical beauty and underscore a tradition of environmental consciousness extending from Song Dynasty to today's sustainability discussions. The interactive installation, Fusion Landscape Beyond 2.0, from the Fusion Landscape Beyond series co-led by Xue Xidang, Zhe Taoyu, and me, explore the interplay between urban expansion and contemplative sense of nature. This installation employs generative AI and a real-time visual system to create a flawed canvas where urban skylines interlaced with the mystique of shanshui paintings. Viewers' movement triggered the emergence of thermal landscape, reflecting the warmth and energy of human life shaping our surrounding. The traditional Cunfa technique is reinterpreted digitally, where AI replicates textural strokes of nature against the city geometry. This artwork gets the audience into a mediation on the dualities of visibilities and obscurity in human impact on nature, emphasizing our interconnected existence with ecological shifts. Accordingly, contemporary shanshui creations connect epochs, fostering appreciation for the relevance of ancient principles in modernities. These artists do not merely replicate bygone aesthetics, they revitalize its ethos, challenging us to reflect on our environmental and urban realities. The shanshui tradition emerges as a living dialogue with digital media, urging contemplation of our coexistence with the earth, a timeless yet accurately relevant theme. The notion of authorship in art has traditionally been clear-cut in shanshui paintings, with the artist as the sole creator. In digital shanshui, the boundaries of authorship are expanding, giving rise to new forms of creative expression. Digital media introduces collaborative creation process where the roles of artist, audience, and even machine intertwine. The Shanshui Dada project transformed audience from the passive viewers to active co-creator, reshaping the concept of authorship in art. The interactive installation uses a generative adversary network, GAN, trained on traditional Shanshui paintings, allowing participants to sketch on a digital canvas and promoting AI to generate landscapes infused with classic Chinese paintings essence. This collaboration blends participants' ideas with age-old artistic principles, resulting in unique artworks combining modern expression with Shanshui's classic aesthetics. Victor Wong's collaboration with AI Gemini, a custom AI system created by the artists, marks a milestone in creative authorship evolution. Wong, drawing on his heritage on traditional Chinese art and computer graphics, neuters AI Gemini to innovate with shanshui technique. The Escapism series showcases ink paintings with a pronounced three-dimensionality. By integrating AI Gemini with live environmental data feeds, Wong instills variabilities into the robot's artistic process, mirroring a human artist's changing moods and environmental responses. Wong's depiction of lunar landscape in far side of the moon sees AI Gemini interpretation of the 3D geographical information into traditional ink styles, expanding Shanshui's scope from the terrestrial to actual terrestrial realms. This series challenges conventional landscape perception and celebrates art, technology, and exploration fusion. The works produced by Wong and AI Gemini showcases AI's transformative potential in art, where technology becomes a co-creator, enriching the artistic narrative with its involving interpretation. The Faded Landscape from Fusion Landscape Beyond series presents a digital animation confronting environmental shifts impacting our view of Shanxi. Inspired by A Thousand Li of Rivers and Mountains, the work sets the portrayal of verdant landscape against today's diminishing natural splendor due to urbanization and climate change. Using Deform, an AI tool powered by a customized stable diffusion model, this piece creates a journey illustrating the transition from historical greenery to modern concrete jungles. AI transcends its role as an instrument, becoming a narrator that weaves past artistry with current ecological narratives. Digital Shanxi artworks authorship is shared among human, machine, and environment. This collaborative authorship reflects a broader artwork shift toward inclusive and interactive creation. New forms of creation enabled by digital and AI technologies invites reconsideration of traditional artistic production roles. This shift opens possibilities of richer, more diverse artistic dialogue, where boundaries between creators and creation become fluid, and art becomes a shared journey of discovery. The fusion of traditional Chinese landscape painting Shanxi with digital media arts symbolize a significant cultural and artistic evolution. This integration showcases how traditional art forms can be reimagined and revitalized in the digital age, bridging past and present. Digital technologies like 3D animation, VR, and AI enables a renaissance in Shanxi, preserving its aesthetic essence while infusing it with new vitality. This modern interpretation offers a more immersive, interactive, and dynamic art experience. Looking ahead, the fusion of Shanxi with digital media forms facilitates transcultural synthesis, blending Eastern and Western artistic philosophies into a global narrative. This evolution represents an ongoing dialogue between diverse cultural aesthetics, fostering universal appreciation. Moreover, the integration of new media technologies in Shanxi introduces a paradigm shift in art authorship, acknowledging artists, audiences, and technology as co-creators. This collaborative nature promotes a more inclusive and participatory approach to art creation. In conclusion, the fusion of traditional Chinese landscape painting with the digital media art reflects a profound transformation in art creation, perception, and experience. It honors Shanxi's historical significance while embracing digital age potentialities, maintaining its relevance in modern technological advanced world. That's all of my presentation, and thank you for listening, and welcome to scan the QR code to visit my website and connect with me. Thank you.